The Joe Rogan Experience.
I like to tell people my past don't define me. It refined me.
I like it.
You see?
Yeah.
Because it's so much that I see. I have foresight now. So much that I see, that I've seen, I've witnessed, I've done myself personally, or, I've been very, very close to the action. And I'm an odds man. I say, well, if you do this, then more likely this will be the outcome.
Yeah.
That's why I never joined the gang. Because I was like, not that I didn't do anything wrong, but I felt like if I'm going to do something wrong, I trust me to not snitch me out. So
Best reason for that.
I'm gonna tell you a story I'll tell you a story I've never told publicly. In the mid '80s, there was some cab killings in Houston. That it was killing cab drivers, right? The guys who were involved, who started it, came to my house first to get me, to go with them to hit a lick. We poor, we in the hood. Like everybody need money. Some of us, we're not gonna eat, if we don't go out there and kill something. Not literally kill a person, but kill something, so that we can nourish our bodies, right? They came to me. Hey man, look, we finna go do this. And I look out and I see like, it's the dude that, one of the cats that's, in the neighborhood, that tough guy. And then I look out and I see like 3 other dudes with him. Oh, hell no, that's too many dudes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something. Now, if he wouldn't have had that many people with him, I probably would have went with him. If it would have just been him and another cat, all right, I probably would have went. I don't know. But he had like 3 other dudes with him. And the next morning, I hear a cab driver, old black dude in the neighborhood. Well, he wasn't from the neighborhood, but they killed him in the neighborhood. And he was an elderly dude. And they only took like 30-something bucks.
Oh, man.
And so I know that's what happened, right? So then over the next like maybe 3 weeks, 4 more cab drivers get killed. I know. I got a pretty good idea who's doing this, right? Because I'm not the only one that knows. It's other people that know these guys, and they're talking. So there's murmurs in the streets about this happening. So then they get caught up, and each of these guys, they end up with, the one that got the less years was like 15 years. All these guys were minors except the main one. They were 14 to like 19 years old. So they end up with a minimum 15 years, and then the one that got the max was like 40 years. So my life would have been very, very much different had I walked out that door that night.
Wow.
That's some heavy shit.
So I could see a lot of things happening. Like I can, like experience, I can see a lot of things happening from my own experience, but other people's experience too. And I personally do believe that experience is not the best teacher. Other people's experience is the best teacher. Because if I see you go out and if you walk around the corner and you come back running back, bleeding profusely. Oh man, these guys around the corner just stabbed me, man. Why would I run my silly ass around the corner? You just stab you.
Right.
What's gonna happen to me?
Right.
What's likely to happen to me? What
Yeah.
could happen to me if I go around that same corner? And them motherfuckers might stab me next. So no, I'm not going around that corner. I'm going in the opposite direction. In fact, get from by me, man, because they might come stab you again and get me while I'm with you.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you can learn from both, but you can learn the terrible lessons from other people without having to do it.
Without ever having to do it. If
Yeah.
you stick your hand in the fire and it burn you, why in the hell would I stick my hand
Yeah.
in that fire and let it burn me unless I want to be burned? So that's why, the gang thing, I could never get with it. I've never been a gang member, so I don't know what these guys be thinking. I don't know what they be thinking, man, but I just don't see an upside to it. It has a terrible retirement plan. Most of the dudes are killed before they're 30, are maimed. They have a extensive criminal history. Their opportunities are severely limited because of the record. People are afraid to do business with them. It's just way too much, and I just figure like, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and avoid that. Plus, I'm a black man in America. It's all kind of ways to get killed in here. It's all kind of ways to die already. All right? Okay, besides like natural stuff like natural death, diabetes, cancer, lupus, obesity, all these type of things, right, that can kill you. Stroke. You got accidents, might get hit by a car or something like that. You got domestic disputes. Why would I say, man, you know what? I need one more motherfucking thing to die to help me rush this death. I got to get there, baby. I got to get there. I'm finna join the gang. I'm trying to eliminate the things that can kill me. I'm trying to avoid those type of things. Why would I walk right into something?
But again, a lot of people do. Like, where did you get the wisdom? Like, the way you think right now, have you always thought this way, where you plot ahead and look at things like you're playing 3D chess?
I did to an extent, but I got a lot better at it in my 20s, like late 20s. I got really better. And the reason why I say that is because the trip part about it is that, like, there are dudes that are my age that tell me, man, you was like a big brother to me, because I've been knowing them since we were like teenagers or early 20s or whatever. And I've always been just a few steps ahead in seeing what was going on, watching, So, but I still had some things that I had to learn, primarily conflict resolution. Conflict resolution, it should be taught in schools.
I agree.
Americans have a big problem with conflict resolution. It should be taught in schools. Any of you politicians out there, y'all want to work on a bill with me? Come on with it. I'm down. Conflict resolution should be taught in schools. Because I remember being on stage, man, and somebody would like heckle, like, and it would be a dude, always a dude, heckle, like, oh man, y'all just talking crazy for no reason. And I would jump off stage, knock them out, get back on stage and finish the show. I would do stuff like that. I mean, once we were in Jackson, Mississippi. Let me see. Statute of limitations. Okay, I'm past. Yeah. Okay. We're in Jackson, Mississippi, and the promoter owes us our back end. They pay you the front end, for signing the contract, agreeing to do the show. Then you show up, they pay you the rest. We get there, it's cars everywhere. It's cars lining the streets. They're all on the grass. We know this is big. And for artists, I don't care how many sold out shows you do, you love to see the people turn out. And you go like, wow. So this is one of those nights. Our road manager, Chief, comes back to the limo, and this was long time ago. We were still riding in limousines. So our manager comes over. He say, Hey, man, he said he ain't got all the money. The promoter don't have all the money. I said, what do you mean he ain't got all the money, man? All these people out here? Man, we like, man, fuck that. I grab my cousin Dre, and we go in there. Say, man, you gonna come off that money, or at first he chuckled. Say, man, hey, look here, bring that money back here and da-da-da-da-da. He gave us the money. We came back to the limo.
I like how you've been careful with this. Even it's just emotion.
We got the money. We got the money, and now everything is good. Went on the stage and did the show, and then left. This is me, like, again, cowboy western days.
Right.
Not really thinking like all kinds of things that could have happened with that in that situation.
Sure.
Right? Like going back on the stage, like listen, just going back on the stage, back up, just taking that money like that in the first place, that's the case. That could be a case. Okay. Then you go on stage, you do the show. We're in his hometown. He could be rallying the
phone
troops.
Calls, right.
When we come out, it's over. I'm not thinking on that type of level. I'm like, he violated. You get this, and that's it, and it's whatever.
What would you have done different now?
In that exact same situation, I would try to convince him to pay up. Like, he still wouldn't get away with it, but I would just do it differently.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. I still, he would have to pay up. I mean,
but there's a long history of promoters not paying people.
Now, they must pay.
They must pay.
They must pay because what you don't want to do is you don't want to have, like, be in a situation where people owe you money. And look, man, it's an honest day's work for honest day's pay. Nothing more, nothing less.
Episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience are now free on Spotify. That's right, they're free. From September 1st to December 1st, they're going to be available everywhere. But after December 1st, they will only be available on Spotify, but they will be free. That includes the video. The video will also be there. It'll also be free. That's all we're asking. Just go download Spotify. Much love. Bye-bye.